Florals fanatic Blake Lively has come out swinging and with the big guns, aka new accusations against Justin Baldoni, her co-star, director, and producer in the movie It Ends With Us. The accused extortionist just dropped her amended lawsuit against Baldoni. I am working my way through it in real time, chronologically, so make sure you're caught up on my previous videos, and we are now resuming where we left off, which was Taylor Swift's former bestie claims that she was not the only victim of Baldoni's, that there are other women who will corroborate her claims and whom he was toxic towards on the set where he was the boss. It should be noted we have yet to get to the part where the hilarious comedian in her own mind details exactly what happened to these other women. We'll get to that. But first, the hair care professional denies claims that she fabricated her sexual harassment allegations to take control of his film. The Never With Teeth icon says in her amended lawsuit, quote, "This narrative is false and nonsensical on its own terms, completely at odds with Mr. Baldoni's confession to his crisis manager on August 30th, 2024, that Miss Lively is the kind of person that genuinely believes she's right and that all of this is unjust, and is breathtakingly cynical coming from a man whose public brand is built upon a pro-feminist facade that urges others to listen to and believe women. More importantly, Double Down Blakey says, quote, "The defendant's false narrative crumbles under the indisputable truth that Miss Lively was not alone in complaining about Mr. Baldoni and raised her concerns contemporaneously as they arose in 2023, not in connection with some imagined power play for control of the film in 2024. The experiences of Miss Lively and others were documented at the time they occurred, starting in May of 2023. Importantly, and contrary to the entire narrative defendants have invented, Mr. Baldoni acknowledged the complaints in writing at the time. He knew that women other than Miss Lively were also uncomfortable and had complained about his behavior. On May 24th, 2023, Miss Lively confided in a text to a woman who was a mutual friend of Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath, quote, "I was gonna invite you to set tomorrow. These people, whoa, it's like HR nuts today, the both of them. I wasn't expecting that turn. I mean, it's been present, but today I came home and cried." Further in the exchange, Miss Lively describes Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath as creeps, like, "Keep your hormones to yourself. This is not mine. I don't want it. I don't want you gaze or words or tongues or videos of your naked wife. Yeah, it's shocking. Clowns." A few days later, on May 26, 2023, Miss Lively reported her concerns regarding unwelcome and inappropriate behavior by Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath, the chief executive officer of Wayfarer and producer of the film, to Sony employee Angie Giannetti, the film's representative for its distributor, Sony Pictures Entertainment. Okay. I'm approaching this with an open mind. This woman who works at Sony will be able to back this up or not. Over the following 3 days in May of 2023, another female cast member reported her own concerns regarding Mr. Baldoni's unwelcome behavior to both Miss Giannetti, the Sony rep, and one of the film's producers. Notwithstanding that female cast member's considerable reservations with coming forward, she nonetheless spoke up and conveyed her feelings that the work on the film was suffering as a result of Mr. Baldoni's behavior. Miss Giannetti shared those concerns with Wayfarer. Thus far, she is not detailing what the other actress experienced. On June 1st, 2023, Mr. Baldoni responded to that female cast member in writing, acknowledging that he was aware of her concerns and that adjustments would be made. Pause, a reminder, thankfully, after Team Baldoni has a chance to fully digest this, they will have an opportunity to respond to her amended complaint. Then it is alleged, notwithstanding that promise that adjustments would be made, Wayfarer took no actions to investigate this reported conduct, nor did it implement any protections at that time. Just 1 week later, on June 8th, 2023, the same female cast member told Miss Lively about her growing concerns with the conditions on set and that she found it difficult to talk to Mr. Baldoni. Miss Lively responded that, "I know, I find it really hard to speak to him. I try to cover it with business, but not sure that covers what's going on." Later, another female cast member confided to Miss Lively that she too felt uncomfortable on set. All of this occurred and was documented in writing almost 1 year before the editing of the film began. Making note that, yes, she may have taken over editing of the film, but her grievances began long before that. As a result of guild strikes, production of the film shut down on or about June 14th, 2023. In the midst of that shutdown, on October 13th, 2023, Miss Lively confided in a text to a female cast member that she was dreading going back to our film. "I keep getting hits of the experience in really upsetting ways." The female cast member expressed empathy for Miss Lively and confided similar feelings. It's especially interesting to note that Sony has gone on the record previously saying that there were no HR complaints filed against Justin Baldoni with them. So I am very curious to hear from this Sony rep that Blake Lively complained to. I pray this goes to trial. This needs to go to trial. You know what? As I've said before, Baldoni holds the power. She will want to settle, and he might as well want to settle, probably will want to settle, but the decision of settling will ultimately be his. Don't settle, Justin. And you, don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. There is so much more to come. Oh my God. Stay tuned. Make sure you're all caught up on my videos. And until the next one coming up shortly, share your thoughts on all we've learned in this video in the comments section